Is that a trick question? This man was a bona fide scrub. Bona fide scrub.
This dude, I believe he's a bona fide superstar right now. Right? Oh, well, of course, it's all about winning, baby.
Damian Lillard, though, I don't know. It's not he's rarely injured, so I haven't heard anything about an injury as well. And you know what the weirdest thing I've seen about him on, I guess, NBA Twitter? So he's praised for being loyal to Paul and not demanding a trade. But now I feel like NBA Twitter's almost flipped, like they're ripping into him for being too loyal. They're like, come on, mate, why do you demand a trade? So I think that sums up NBA fans at the moment. So could you... Obviously, the roster isn't fantastic, and Chauncey Billups as a coach, I don't know what sort of resume he has as a coach. I know as a player. Could you pick, if you were to pick one thing, a couple of things, what do you reckon is contributing most to the season he's having?
I don't know. Like, I think teams are defending him well, and at the end of the day, it's a make or miss league, and he's shooting 25% from three, so he's missing three of 4 3-pointers that he takes. So to me, it's just a make or miss league, and he's missing them. Look, I think I have confidence. He looks poor at the moment, but to be fair, he was 6 of 14 yesterday against the Lakers. He'll get there. I don't know if it's an aggression thing as well. Like, every game that I look at the Trailblazers and I look at the box score, and I think Dame's had 18 points and he's had double-digit assists. Like, okay, cool, you're bringing your teammates into the game, but at the end of the day, I want Damian Lillard taking shots. He's the best scorer on that team. And I feel like if Damian Lillard has 30... we're going to win more games than we lose. So I'm not sure if it's an aggressive or an aggression thing where he's not necessarily looking for his shot as much as he maybe should. Maybe he's had some early season struggles, so now it's more like, all right, I'm going to get my teammates involved because I know I don't have it at the moment. I'm not sure what it is, but I mean, if I'm Chauncey Billups and I'm the Trailblazers management, I'm just telling him, go out there, just shoot the ball at will. Just do what you're doing. Taking 14 threes like he did yesterday, that's great, and maybe that's a start for him. He should be taking double-digit threes each game. So I'm not really too concerned about him having double-digit assists because he's the best player and he should be taking more shots than anyone else.
Well, you and I in the preseason, we wanted to see, because obviously the CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard combination, and it just them shooting as much as they want, that's been going on for a decade now, and we haven't seen anything different. And we're just reading stats and the way the new style, I guess, Chauncey Billups, I think he's trying to do a more ball movement type of thing, get Lillard more as a playmaker as opposed to a scorer, get him more off ball. So that's what I assumed as to why the assists are like going up. I'm pretty sure he's averaging a career high in assists, or a pretty high in assists, but then his shooting numbers are like this. And so I wondered if it is just Chauncey Billups trying to do what we want them to do, to try something else, because obviously what you've done in the past, you fall flat on your face every time you come up against a tougher team, and like you're going to lose to Utah or someone in the playoffs. So that was my idea, but to me it's just the poor roster. I mean, you and I talked about how many players came in and out of that team, but exact same players, exact same contracts as well. So I don't know where the secondary help is going to come from. Obviously, those numbers don't sound anything like Lillard. You'd figure a guy like as great as he's been, and who's seen all sorts of defenses, he'll be able to adjust. But yeah, Portland, I feel like they're gonna get to a point where they'd have to decide, we don't want to lose Lillard for nothing. I think I'll look like players like Allen Iverson and stuff. In the end, teams, they realise we can only go so far with a guy like this. We've tried as much as we can. Best we do something now. So I don't know. The season as of this, imagine a season finishing, let's say, playing tournament, getting bounced.
Okay, well, I need to put it this way. I think it'd be a massive travesty for the Blazers organisation if Damian Lillard got traded before CJ McCollum, because CJ's been absolutely fantastic this season. But to me, like, Damian Lillard's better than CJ McCollum. Like, he just is. And so, simple. To me, you don't trade Damian Lillard until you've traded CJ McCollum and tried another star player or all-star caliber player next to him. Next to
Lillard,
yeah. Okay. Like we've discussed CJ McCollum for Ben Simmons at length on previous episodes. So to me, you don't even entertain the idea of trading Lillard before you go for a CJ trade and try someone else next to Dame. And if you don't do anything and then Dame comes out and says, I want to be traded, and then you deal him before you trade CJ, well, that's on you for not trying to do things sooner, trying to make things happen with CJ. Even Yusuf Nurkic, like, he's a solid player. I'm not sure, especially if you trade CJ for Simmons, for example. Nurkic isn't working. So, I don't know, just maybe blow it up. CJ, Nurk out the door, keep Rocco and Norman Powell and Dame, and just see what you can do. Anthony Simons is good coming off the bench. So you got another young guard there. Larry Nance Jr. is a good backup big. So I don't think their roster's terrible. I just don't think that doing the same thing over and over in terms of the Dame CJ combo is going to work, to be honest. So that's just my thoughts. But yeah, it's a difficult situation.